Hey y'all, welcome to Ronald's Coffee and Comics. Guess what I watched today for what seems like my first time ever? Iron Man 3. I went back, y'all. I went back. Iron Man 3. And I always thought that this was the one that I did not like. I like all three of them. I did see this one up to the part where where Tony uh the suit gave out and he ended up spending time in that little town and he met up with the little boy. For some reason, that's as far as I remember watching it. I think I fell asleep and I never ever watched the full movie, or I just don't remember it. But I have to say, I've been saying that Iron Man 3 is probably, I've been putting Iron Man 3 down on one of the bottom five on my, when I rank my shows. I got to fix that. That is not that low. This one was good. This one was pretty good. It was pretty good, okay? I liked it. I enjoyed it because I halfway through, I was like, oh, this is before they started doing all these jokey jokes, da da da. But as you all know, if you've seen the movie, the jokes did come. Not as crazy as, in Thor Love and Thunder type. Not like that. But they were still there. They were still there, little punchlines here and there type stuff. But, I like that Pepper Potts got a little more play. She got to be like, she got to put her thing down in there. She became one of them things and she got a little fight. She had a little fight. Tony was going through it, suffering from some kind of anxiety. He was dealing with that, and that's kind of what he was dealing with. And he realized that making all of these prototype Iron Man suits was kind of just his way of dealing with the anxiety, dealing with not giving Pepper Potts the true attention and the true what she truly deserved. If he wanted to be in a relationship with her, then he needed to treat her a lot better, a whole lot better. Okay, so we come to the realization of that by the end of this movie. But I like the way the movie was set up. The villains, these villains were pretty tough. They were pretty tough. The whole Mandarin thing was kind of funny. You know what I mean? It was kind of funny. Now I really need to go back and watch Iron Man 2. I remember, if I remember correctly, the Mandarin was actually the villain in that. And a lot of people didn't like it. They didn't like the Mandarin. See, I remember the Mandarin in the comics. Okay? There's some things you can only take but so far. There's only some things you can only take but so far. CGI will let you do certain things before it starts to look a little weird and awkward. Things you can do in the comics with a drawing. It's just sometimes you're just not going to be able to do it in real life, CGI or not, and make it look good. So, they did what they did. And if I remember correctly, I enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed Iron Man, the first one, the best, though, out of all the Iron Man. That was good. I've watched that probably 5-6 times because I just, that origin story is so cool, and it's so, the way it ties into the comics, it's just like, I love it. It's really good. But definitely Iron Man 1, but I probably would give Iron Man 2 and 3, I put them on the same plateau, and they're definitely up there in my top 20. Definitely in my top 20. Okay? Definitely in my top 20. Like I said, I had Iron Man 3 down there at the bottom 5. And I got to, no more. So, but I did watch the movie. I thought it was pretty good. Rhodey, the Iron Patriot, I wasn't so crazy about Don Cheadle getting that part. But, he kind of grew on me, but I don't know. After watching Secret Invasion, I really started to dislike him, but again, I started to dislike him again, but after realizing that um, he was actually one of them daggone shapeshifters, he wasn't the true Rhodey. I don't know. Rhodey has never been, a favorite of mine, especially Civil War. He was definitely siding with Tony. I'm Team Cap. I'm Team Cap. I'm Team Cap. And I was really disappointed with some of the people that chose Team Tony. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely enjoyed that Iron Man 3. Trying to think what any other highlights that kind of blew my mind in there. But definitely I like Rhodey's part in this movie. I like his character. I like the way his attitude, the way he came across. He and Tony had had a good relationship. It was like Tony and Rhodey in the comics. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of the whole War Machines. I believe that they canceled that. It was supposed to be a movie. Was it War Machines or? But anyway, it was going to center around Rhodey and his deal. I don't know if I really would have enjoyed that. I would have went to see it though, regardless, because any Marvel movie I'm going to watch. Only thing, what I haven't watched yet? Only thing I haven't watched is What Ifs. I watched the first What If, but it was a struggle for me to get through that. But when I saw the second What If, I haven't watched that yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. I probably will eventually watch it, but I don't know when. I can't even tell you when. But I tell you what I won't watch, more than likely. Probably 99.7% is that third iteration of the Fantastic Four. Terrible. I haven't seen it, but I know it's terrible. This is what they did to the characters. But yeah, Iron Man 3. If y'all seen Iron Man 3, let me know. Let me know what you thought about Iron Man 3. Where does it place in your rankings? Is it up high in the top 10, top 15, top 20, or the bottom 15? I think we're doing, if it's all shows and Disney Plus stuff, I think we're looking at 50-some creations. I believe if it's if we're just doing the movies and the silver screen, I think we're looking at 37 with Fantastic Four just now coming out. If I'm correct. I could be off by 1 or 2, but that's where we're at. But yeah, so my ranking overall for Iron Man 3, I think I would give it it's going to be a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. It's going to get a 7. So that's a respectable rating, and it definitely gets you up there, But it's a lot of 7s to play with, though. So where does it rank within the 7s? So, but that's for another video. But anyway, y'all, don't forget to hit that subscribe, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Give some input. Let me know what you think. And till next time, don't forget to hit that subscribe. God bless. If it's your first time here.